Lady, are you ignoring me or what?
Get out of my
No,
way.
I'm not going to get out of your way until you let me in to see Vince.
I don't know who Vince is. Get out of my
Listen,
way.
lady, get me Vince. Don't you hit me again.
Mick, come
Don't
on.
you
Put
hit
the
me.
thing down.
No, I won't put the
Excuse
thing
me.
down until I see
Mick,
Vince.
just put it down.
I've got to see Vince.
Look, I'm Maxine Summers. Just, come on, put it down.
You want me to put it down?
Yeah,
I'll put it down. Max, how's that?
You pissed, eh?
Down enough for you, is it?
Hey?
Call the cops if I was you. Look what you've done.
Maxine, listen, they've still got my
I
stuff.
mean, you know.
I've been sleeping in the cemetery.
Mick, nobody has abandoned your case.
Just
all
get me
right?
Vince.
We are dealing
Oh,
with
just get me Vince.
I can't get you Vince. Vince has moved on. We've got a new lawyer now.
Who?
Well, I think you just met her, actually. Please, just sit down.
I'm not going to sit down.
I'll deal with
Listen, just get me Vince, all right? I'm not sitting down.
I'll deal with it. Louise Arden?
That's right.
Hi, look, sorry, I wanted to be here earlier to welcome you properly. I'm sorry about that. Hi.
No problem.
Hey, listen, look, you got to make some allowances for Mick. He's got this ongoing dispute with his former landlady, you know?
Oh, he's a client.
Yeah, Vince's client. Well, I mean, he's yours now, isn't he?
Are they all like that?
Well, people like Mick had somewhere better to go. There wouldn't be any need for us.
Mace, just in case my compassion doesn't get me through.
So, Mick Travis's file, it should be around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Are you throwing those out?
Most of them are out of date. Time to make another appointment for tomorrow morning.
Hey, Louise, you know, if we leave a crisis until tomorrow, it's already a tragedy. You know?
Okay, well, time to wait. I've got another client coming in. I'll see him after
Another
that.
client? What do you mean?
One of mine, a paying one.
You know, the centre's got more than enough work for you. When Vince was here, the poor guy's snowed under.
Hey, I handle
should
your
have made
legal
sure
aid
you're
stuff
briefed.
and I keep my clients. That's my deal. The board should have briefed you.
Yeah, I guess they should have. Mace, it's just a joke, right?
Do I look like I have a sense of humour?
So nobody saw it. Doris, can you do a bit of a door knock here? See if anybody heard anything? Thanks, man. Do you want to tell me what happened?
The newspapers usually delivered to the front door. They weren't there this morning. I come out to get them and down here by the pavement. I hear a motor accelerate. Look up here. She comes swerving at me.
That's your place here?
Number 72, just in there, yeah.
So she swerved.
Yeah.
There was a woman driver, was it?
Yeah, it was my wife, crazy bitch.
Right, your wife.
Rachel Duncan lives around the corner, number 77 Parrot Drive. I want you guys to charge her with attempted murder, all
Yeah,
right?
we'll look into that, Mr. Duncan.
77 Parrot.
Okay. Can you grab Charlie and go and talk to the wife?
Right, there's no car. This is the place here, Charlie.
Nice house.
Yeah.
Are they divorced?
Separated.
So you reckon she's done a runner or what?
I don't know. I don't know. Listen, did you say anything to Bill?
About what?
About us?
No, why would I?
I don't know, maybe you just thought you might.
No. What, would you be bothered if you knew anything?
Yeah, I would. You've been in the force for ages. I mean, I'm still earning my ticket. Working together and sleeping together doesn't mix, Charlie.
So what do you say?
I'm just saying it wouldn't work.
Which part?
You know what I'm saying. Can we just go?
Well, hang on a second. I want you
talk
to
to?
explain to me what you're saying.
It just won't work, okay?
Hang on a second. You haven't even tried,
Look, I
have
want to concentrate on my job, Charlie.
you? Hang on a second.
Can't believe this address.
I can't believe you called me at 7:30 this morning.
I couldn't think who else to call.
Why me?
You work for Paul, he mentioned you a few times.
This isn't part of some revenge tactic against your husband, is it?
No, it's not. Paul said you were good.
I am. But I don't think I'm interested, Rachel.
I'm not asking you to do it for nothing.
No, I don't do anything for nothing. The going rate at the firm was $500 an hour.
Working for my husband had its rewards.
Well, you know, by the time it got divvied up between the partners,
Is your rate still $500?
to those who can afford it.
Bradshaw and Crichton, I'd get served an espresso while I waited.
Well, let's make it $450. Cash.
Max,
Next.
how long?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Carla. Can you
Maxine,
just sit
stop
down?
ignoring me. How long have I got to stand here?
I'm not ignoring you, Jerusha. You just come straight through to the surgery.
Maxine,
right.
listen, I've got the shits.
I don't know how long she's going to be, okay?
That's not good enough,
it.
Maxine.
You all right? You just go in and sit down there. Nick, why don't you go away?
Go
Just
away.
calm down, and then you can come...
That's it.
We want to help you, Mick.
Get stuffed.
Okay, so why don't you talk me through it one step at a time?
Okay, I was driving home. The house was looming up on the left, and suddenly Paul was running out into the road, waving a handful of newspapers at me like a maniac.
Okay, did you try to avoid him?
Well, of course I tried to avoid him. I mean, if I hadn't, he'd probably be dead.
But you did hit him.
He ran straight at the car.
The law says if you saw him before you hit him, then you have an obligation to avoid the accident. But if, on the other hand, you were to tell me that you didn't see him until after you hit him, then
There was nothing I could do.
So that's what you're telling me.
Yes.
But you didn't try to help him.
I panicked. I could see how it would look. Might look.
Okay, I think we need to go to the police station and make a statement.
Louise?
You think that's best?
In a situation like this, trust
Sorry.
me, we need to take the initiative.
Sorry to interrupt.
Wait for me outside, Mrs. Duncan. Do you usually just barge in like
I've
that?
got an emergency, all right? People have showed up. They need urgent legal advice.
Mick Travis?
No, Mick waited an hour. He's gone now.
Oh, he'll be back, won't he? You said yourself there's nowhere else for them to go.
So it was an accident, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Now, you said something about coming home around 7:30 in the morning. Where was that from?
I was coming home from a party.
Ah, it must have been a good party. So you're driving past your husband's place?
Well, it's my house as well, Sergeant.
You were driving past yours and your husband's place in the morning.
My client has to drive past her former house in order to get to a townhouse detective.
Right, thank you. What was it, Miss
Arden.
Arden?
Yeah.
Thank you. Mrs. Duncan, could you go on, please?
I've been separated from my husband for about 6 months. It's been a difficult time. We're filing for a divorce.
Right, so when you say a difficult time, what do you mean by that?
My client doesn't have to answer questions about her marriage.
All right, so you were upset this morning, were you?
Yes?
Would you say you were angry?
Let's not go putting words in her mouth, thanks.
Okay, I'm trying to establish the state of mind that your client might have been in at the time of the incident. If you could let me continue. Your husband reckons it wasn't an accident. What do you say to that?
Things haven't been very friendly between Paul and I. In fact, he has taken quite a few opportunities to try and humiliate me in public. And when I saw him, you know...
I say you did see him, did you?
No, well, I didn't see him until it was too late to avoid him.
Right.
Thank God he's okay.
Did you have anything to drink at this party?
A little.
How much?
Oh, a couple of glasses of champagne before midnight.
You sure about that?
You asked. She answered.
And why didn't you stop?
She was in shock.
You're putting words into her mouth. Thank you.
I was in shock.
Right. Did you make a phone call to your husband about midnight last night?
Is that what he told you?
Well, apparently, on the tape that I heard, you said something like, I wish you were dead.
Look, I was just upset. I made a stupid phone call. I mean, the abusive phone calls I've had to put up with from him. I mean, it was a silly phone call. Charge me with that.
Would you come this way, please? Kate, Mrs. Duncan's being charged with maliciously inflicting grievous bodily harm. Could you deal with it, please?
Say nothing, I'll arrange bail.
Kate?
She's being
This is a
charged.
crock of shit, and you know it. Yeah, that tape's
Right.
no proof of malicious intent. It's her word against her husband's.
Yeah.
The DPP won't let this get to court.
She right about that?
She'd like to be. Bloody domestics, eh?
Detective Kustos? In Glebe? Yep, we're there. All right. Attempted murder in Glebe. Attempted murder. Grab the paper.
Wiley, let's do it.
Police, hold on! Help me! I can't stop the bleeding. The bastard, he's stabbed up.
Get back away from the body! Put your hands behind your head! Hands behind your head, that's it! Have you called an ambulance? Have you called an ambulance?
Yeah.
Have you called an ambulance?
Yes, I did. I've been on a job. I walk in the door. Where is she? She all right? What's happened?
Yeah, mate,
Give it
yeah,
all right?
she's at St Andrews.
Right.
St Andrews.
Okay,
Listen,
now
we
just-
found a, sorry mate, we found a garbage bag down the road. It's got blood all over it. There's some,
Mick Travis, that's who you
some
want.
clothes, personal bits in there, jewellery,
sort of
stuff
clothes?
like
Mick
that.
Travis.
Men's clothing.
Mick Travis, I'm telling you, that's
Who's
who you
this
want.
Mick
He
Travis?
used to
Who's
live
that?
here.
Mick Travis?
He used to live here. I seen him running off when I first came in.
What do you mean? You saw him running off where?
Down the street.
lying in the middle of the road. His arm's a mess.
You found him lying. Right.
I don't feel so good.
Come on. Okay, Mick, don't worry, mate.
No, Mick, he never paid his rent. We had to kick him out 2 weeks ago.
So 4 nights ago, you called the local police at some stage during the early hours of the morning. What was that about?
Oh, Mick Travis, he's out in the front lawn. He's, yelling and going on like a mad bastard, screaming abuse at us, carrying on. He'd gone by the time your blokes turned up, but... I should be going. I should be with me, wife.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'll let you go in a sec. I just want to double-check the jewellery and the knives. That's all that was missing.
Yeah? Yeah, I mean, I know one of the knives is gone because I keep them on a magnetic strip above the bench there. There's one's gone, mate.
That'll be all for now. We'll have to call you back in the next few days. We can go for now. We'll have to talk to you sometime.
Yeah, all right. Make sure you get this bastard.
Soon, okay?
Yeah, all right.
See you, mate. Kate, how'd you go?
Mick Travis, drunk and disorderly, resisting arrest. He did time for break and enter, but he's out on parole.
Not for long. Any known associates, other contacts or anything?
A couple of pubs, but he's pretty much a loner. Your report's on the desk.
Thanks.
So what about the boarding house? Have they found the knife yet?
No, they haven't yet. No knife.
No. Everything all right with you two? Work-wise?
Yeah, why? It's fine.
Hey, look who Travis's lawyer used to be.
Yeah, sure.
What's he been charged with?
Oh, he's just helping us with our inquiry.
Excuse me, Mick Travis is my client. What do you want with him?
There's been a serious assault, Ms. Arden, and I'd like to take him down and ask him a couple of questions.
Yeah, well, not until I get there. Keep your mouth shut until I get back.
What, you're his lawyer?
Hey, what do you mean till you
I'm
get
going
there?
home to get changed. And don't expect me to represent someone with blood all over me. Play by the rules, detective.
So that's Vince's replacement, is it?
Jeez, I never heard ya.
I was going to call the cops.
You crazy? I'm on parole. Knew I was out, didn't ya?
I didn't think he'd come here. How did you get in? Oh, shit! Oh, great. That's great. Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Gary.
Got blood on ya. Bet you it's not yours.
I've got to get changed and get back to work. I've got to get ready.
10 pairs of shoes, I'm impressed.
Great. You broke in and cased the joint.
Not happy to see me, are ya?
What do you want, Gary?
Bed for a couple of days?
No.
You don't think I'm clean? Come on, check me out. Look.
Like that's going to prove something.
Come on, sis. Couple of nights. Come on.
Tonight.
2 nights.
Yeah, if I find 1 grain of smack in this house...
I swear!
They pissed me off at the crisis centre, so I went and had a few drinks.
Whereabouts?
Can't remember.
Can you remember how you cut your arm?
Fell over.
What, climbing out the boarding house window?
You can't verbal me.
Mrs. Renner was stabbed at the boarding house this morning. We've got a garbage bag with your stuff in it, we've got blood, and we've got fingerprints. So you might as well tell us what was going on.
You're supposed to tell me to say nothing at this point.
They're entitled to ask you where you were.
Bugger you, I'm saying nothing.
So you're going to deny that you had a grudge with the Renners?
Are you charging him?
Yes, we are, actually. That's 2 out of 2 for you, Miss Arden. It's very good. Not even lunchtime yet.
You haven't recovered the stolen items. You got no weapon. And don't tell me rental disputes a motive.
No.
He was handing it legally through the centre.
That's right, but what we do have is a witness that saw him leaving. Plus, we got the blood, and I'll bet you that she is.
What about bail?
Come on, he's on parole. You know the law, don't you? I wouldn't get too upset. It's nothing personal.
Oh, it's cool. I like to win too.
So we didn't meet. My name's Charlie. You're Louise, right?
Right.
Yeah. Taking over from Vince at the crisis centre, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks. Nice to meet you, Charlie.
You too.
They're charging you with attempted murder.
Oh, yeah, that'd be right.
I'll apply for bail, but
Shit. Back inside.
on remand.
That's where I got on the dope in the first place, you know, inside.
Yeah, well, if those fingerprints match, it could be very damaging. Are you going to give me some help here, Mick? Going to give me something I can use on your behalf?
Yeah, all right. I want a new lawyer.
Well, stiff shit, you're stuck with me. There's no point in telling him you weren't there if they can prove you were.
Listen, it wouldn't matter what I say. They don't believe it. You don't believe it. Unless I say I did it, and I didn't do it.
Well, if you're going to change your story, you talk to me before you talk to them.
Attempted murder?
Well, there's plenty of evidence.
You know, if you'd seen him this morning, Louise, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, you know, I was going to see him, but it was you who told him to go.
Ah, come on, don't lay it at my feet, you know. I mean, you were too busy with your paying clients to give a shit.
Hey, you want to help Mick?
Yeah.
Ripping my head off's not going to change a thing. You know him. Write him a character reference. I've got another client to see.
Hi. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, post outside says you help people get jobsy.
Yep. Well, we try.
Might not be easy. I just got out of jail this morning.
All right. Okay, well, why don't you come through? I'm Max, by the way.
2 hours I spent trying to ring him, and then when someone finally answered, it was some woman.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, I had to talk to him. I mean, he's got to know that I've been charged with something that's going to send me to jail. I can't believe it's what he wants.
Rachel, I'm your lawyer. I'm here to advise you about your rights and obligations. I'm not your counsellor. Now, did you see the doctor? Thank you. Highly stressed? And a script for tranquilizers. Okay, if this ever gets to court, he can testify. Every little bit helps.
Did you sleep with him when you worked together?
That's a stupid question.
Is it?
Why would I take on your case if that was the truth?
I don't know. Revenge?
Yeah, you know what? You got too much time on your hands.
Answer the question.
He tried to hit on me once.
And?
I laughed.
God, well, if he tried it on you, he must have tried it on others.
Oh, you can't seriously be surprised by any of this. You married the guy for his money.
No, I did not marry Paul for money.
Okay, money, status, whatever. You know, I saw you at those work functions. You put up with that crap for years because you didn't have the guts to do what normal people do.
Oh, yes, and what's that?
Get a divorce. They don't have the time or money for any of this bullshit.
I don't want a divorce.
Why? You still love him?
Yes, actually, I do.
You still love him? That's
Yes.
why you tried to run him over.
Yeah, well...
Well, that makes sense.
I was not going to let him just ignore me. Do you have any idea what it's like just being hung out to dry?
I'm going to summons him for making a vexatious complaint. With a bit of luck, that'll stop you from going to jail. But I can't guarantee it's going to make him run back into your arms. Do you want me to do that?
You sure?
Yeah, we're really pissed. It started off as a joke. Next thing, we're knocking off the bowling club.
How long did you get?
5 years.
Oops, did I just draw on myself?
Yeah, you got a bit of a mark here.
What about the other guys?
They're out. We all got out this morning.
Oh, right, okay. Now, you understand the rules about consorting, don't you, while you're
Oh,
on parole?
yeah. I don't want to know those fellas.
Yeah, good. It's just adjusting's difficult.
Yeah.
Family? You got family?
Yeah, I got family, but, you know, they didn't want to know me then. They don't want to know me now.
Right. That's a shame.
Yeah.
You all right with that? Did they...
Yeah. It's all right.
Lack of family support makes it harder for you.
Whatever.
It's okay. I mean, we'll help you. It's all right. What sort of work do you want?
Anything.
Okay, great. We'll see what we can do.
You got a lawyer here?
Yep. Jesus, what? You're out half a day and you want a lawyer already?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they said inside the cops would have me marked, so I'm just doing my groundwork.
Right. Well, yeah, we do have one if you get into trouble.
Yeah, well, what's her name?
Louise Arden.
Who?
Louise Arden.
Louise Arden.
Yeah.
Funny name, huh? She any good? Yeah?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, you don't sound too sure. What are you doing tonight? You busy tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a boyfriend? So what time do you finish work?
Late. Very late. 7, 9. Whoops, almost got you. Just on the desk. People waiting to see if you're free.
Hey, Kate, where you going?
Home.
I'll give you a lift.
I've got my own car.
That's right, leave your car here. It'll be here tomorrow. Go for a drink or something.
Charlie.
Kate, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you for a second, please? Where you going? Go for a drink or something, you know? I know that you're not too sure about us and everything, but we can.
I don't think we should have this
about it.
conversation here.
Well, we'll go and have a drink and talk about it there. I mean, you know, I don't even know how you're feeling now.
Well, no, you don't. And I don't know how I'm feeling, but we can't talk about
I'll
it.
tell you how I'm feeling, right? I'm losing out here, and, you know, it's something I don't want to lose out on.
Charlie, we'll talk about it later.
What were you doing there? Hello?
I was watching that.
What were you doing there?
Chatting up your doctor, mate. But she turned me down. Shame, she's beautiful.
What did you say to her?
You're a piece of work, Louise. Yeah, I send her to work and walk through that place, but not me. Is that what you're saying?
Don't give me this shit. What did you say to her?
Why was he there? What did he say? Couldn't ask her, could ya?
I'm asking you.
Maybe we talked about you. Maybe I said Louise Arden. Don't know any Louise Arden. Got a sister called Louise Walsh. My sister Louise, she can walk the walk and talk the talk, but she had to learn it, because where we come from, we don't understand any of that fancy up-down bullshit.
Oh, so that's what this is all about, just stuffing things up for me.
What'd you do, invent a family to go with it? Something you could be proud of?
Why wouldn't I?
I went there to have a look. I didn't dob you in.
Yeah, but you could have, and that's the point, isn't it?
You went to all that trouble to bury the rest of us, and you end up working in a bog hole like that. Why?
Why? Because it's my business, that's why, and I prefer you keep your nose out of it.
Family's family. All right? And you can pretend they don't exist, but you can't lose them. All right?
Paul, how's the leg?
Bloody painful. I thought it was a joke when I heard that Rachel had briefed you. Still, I suppose there's some bizarre common sense in keeping things in the family.
Family, am I?
This was served on me this morning.
So?
I'm calling you bluff.
It's no bluff.
It's a crude attempt to muddy the waters. Take some professional advice. You're only going to make things worse for Rachel.
Paul, don't tell me how to do my job. When Rachel's found innocent, we'll be proceeding with a charge of vexatious complaint. She's going to take you to the cleaners.
Innocent? She tried to run me over.
She was traumatised at the time.
Oh, she was calm enough to make an abusive phone call the night before. I've got it. On tape.
You've got your tape, and we've got ours. Ours proves long-term malice on your part.
Bullshit.
Rachel recorded every drunken call you made to her in the last 4 weeks.
I don't believe it.
And the police are going to be using your answering machine tapes in court. That makes Rachel's tapes admissible as well.
Let me hear the tapes.
Oh, you'll hear them. Every one of them. In court. We'll also be describing a long-term campaign of mental cruelty to force Rachel to accept a divorce on your terms. And naturally, we'll call your girlfriend to testify.
There is no girlfriend.
We'll call her anyway. Geez, bad enough if it's someone that works at the firm. But if you're screwing a client, it would be so bad for the firm, don't you think? All that negative publicity, you know, corporate law being so conservative and all of that, Paul.
Look. All right. If Rachel's prepared to be reasonable about the divorce settlement, then maybe I could possibly think about changing my story.
I can't talk to you about any of that. Police have already laid charges. It could be construed as subverting the course of justice. That's if it goes to court. That, of course, is up to you.
You've gone feral, Louise. I suppose that's why you're working here.
You know, I beat 60 lawyers to get this gig.
Mr. Renner? Mrs. Renner, how are you feeling today?
She's feeling very weak. Just keep it short.
Yeah, I've just got a couple of questions I'd like to ask. Did you see the person who attacked you?
Yeah.
Would you be able to give us a description of that person, please?
Oh, well, it was pretty dark in the hall.
Yeah, so that's where the attack happened, in the hall?
love, you can tell. Just tell him I did it.
Tell us what. You know who did it?
It was Mick, this guy who used to lodge with us.
So you did see him? It's definite it was Mick Travers. You did actually see him, did you?
Yeah, I saw him as it ran off.
Right. Let's just say I was there.
Half a confession isn't going to help anyone, Mick.
Let's just say I was there, but I didn't do it.
Okay, you put yourself at the scene of the crime, it only strengthens the police's case.
Bloody hell!
If they can prove you were there, you're better off cooperating.
Listen, I would have said I was there, right? But I can't go back inside, all right? I don't want to go back into prison.
Okay, but you still insist you didn't do it, right? Right?
Listen, I stole the rings. I confess to that. I stole the rings. They bloody well owed it to me, all right?
You were there, you took a jewellery.
After I give her one.
I'm sorry?
Well, right, it looked like there was no one home. The ute was out, and I really needed my stuff. So I broke in.
Oh, hold on. Let me get this straight. You broke in, you took your stuff, but Mrs. Renner was in the house.
Yeah. So I gave her one.
Are you telling me you raped her?
Did she say that? God, is that what she's saying?
Well, what are you saying?
Well, but we had a root for old time's sake.
Oh, great. So you had a sexual relationship with Mrs. Renner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, she came on to me, all right?
Well, thank you. Thank you for that information. Very important.
Well, I think it is. Look, we heard someone, just as we were finishing up, we heard someone in the hallway, right? She freaks out, she screams, tells me to get out, so I bolt, and that's when I cut my arm on the window.
Okay, well, did you see who was in the hallway?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You're a busy little beaver, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm entitled to see the forensics report and the Renner statements.
Well, anything to assist the defenders of the downtrodden, Ms. Arden.
Thank you.
There you go. Fingerprints on the window are his, and the blood on the window matches his type.
Interesting. There's none of the victim's blood on his clothing. DPP must be worried.
Well, blood doesn't always just spray everywhere.
Yeah, we'll leave that to the expert witnesses to judge.
We could save ourselves a lot of time and trouble here.
What, by pleading a lesser charge?
Talk to the DPP.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Yes?
Louise Arden, Mr. Renner. I'm a solicitor. I'm representing Mick Travers.
I've got nothing to say to you.
I'm entitled to look at the room he was renting. You can call the police and ask them if you like.
You've seen enough.
This is the standard of accommodation you have to offer.
Mick lived like a pig. We were glad to see the back of him.
Oh, I thought it was because he didn't pay his rent.
Well, it was that too. Anyway, we hung on to his stuff. We figured we were entitled. You all right?
And this is where you stored his things, in here.
Yes? Let's go.
You had your own business, didn't you?
I still got my licence.
Oh, I know you still do jobs from home, but a few years ago you were renting plumbing.
Well, interest rates killed me. They killed a lot of people. There you go.
Oh, is that when your wife started taking in boarders?
What's that got to do with anything?
Must be hard for a man depending on the income of his wife.
You do what you got to do.
I'd imagine they'd put a strain on a marriage.
My marriage has got nothing to do with you.
Fair enough. I'll talk to your wife about it.
No, you keep away from my wife.
Of course I will. She's a Crown witness.
I'm calling the police.
Sooner
Do you want me to call the
in the
police?
witness
I'm
box,
calling
and then
the police.
she's fair game. Listen, mate, I believe you.
No?
Okay? You arrived home, you came in through the door, you saw Mick running out, and then... Well, that's the question, really, isn't it? And then what?
What question? Sally told the police who did it.
And you think she'll be sticking with that?
I think so, yes.
I mean, it's a dark hallway. She could have made a mistake.
Well, she didn't.
Oh, when I cross-examine your wife, I'll take her way back to when Mick first started boarding here. And then I'll get everyone else that's ever stayed here and put them in the box as well. Go through it again.
You can go now.
Thanks for your help.
Your wife wants to change her story now, does she?
Well, it was dark in the hallway. She's just not sure.
Oh, yeah, she seemed pretty sure the last time.
Well, she's changed her
And
mind.
what about you, Mr. Renner? Have you changed your mind?
No, look, I told you. I saw someone running off. I thought it was Mick. I only saw him from behind.
Yeah, well, when you told us a story the other day, you were really certain.
Well, I
Now,
made
what's
a
changed your
mistake.
mind?
I made a
What's
mistake.
going
I
on?
told you what I saw. I can't do any more than that.
You made a mistake.
I made a mistake. I gotta go. I want to go.
All right, go on, you can go.
Thank you.
This is bullshit.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't know who it was because it was too dark.
Well, if you didn't know who it was, then why'd you say it was me?
Well, just assumed that it was him because he'd been, like, shouting outside the house for 4 days. Like,
So how'd you and he get on?
I didn't really see much of him.
But he was unemployed, I mean. You must have seen a fair bit of him.
Well,
He'd be
yeah.
hanging around the place a fair bit, wouldn't he?
Well, he stayed in his room most of the
So who else would have been home during the day?
time. Me, George.
George is a plumber, though, isn't he? He'd get out like, quite a bit with his work.
Yeah.
Mrs. Renner, are you sure you don't know who attacked you?
Well, it wasn't Mick, and that's all I know.
You're gonna
Well,
make
I
up
don't
your
feel
mind. I mean, we're
well,
talking about
okay? Can
stabbing
we
you.
talk about this another time?
Did you develop a relationship with him that your husband wasn't happy about?
No, not an inappropriate relationship.
No, I didn't say an inappropriate relationship.
Well, that's what you're insinuating.
Well, did you?
No.
If the Renners change their statements, is the DPP going to drop their charges against Mick?
It's early days, yeah.
They might, though, yeah?
Well, you're not surprised by the changes?
I would have been challenging their version of events in court anyway.
Have you spoken to Mr. Renner yet?
About the case? No, he's a Crown witness.
Right, but you did speak to him, didn't you?
Yeah, I went round to see what sort of accommodation Mick was paying rent for. We talked generally about things. You know, how tough it must be for him to go from being his own boss to being the handyman at his wife's boarding house.
See, we questioned Mrs. Renner about her relationship with Mick Travers. Are you aware that they were quite pally at one time?
No, I didn't realise.
I think you're treading a very fine line here.
I think you enjoy a result, but not the wrong one.
I do. Yep.
Mr. Duncan's here. He wants to withdraw his complaint against Mrs. Duncan.
Right, put him down the room. I'll come down. So, another surprise, eh? Or is it?
How'd you put it yesterday, Detective? 2 out of 2 for me?
You ought to buy a lottery ticket, Miss Arden.
Luck's got nothing to do with it. And it's Louise. Bill.
Okay, so if you just write your name and your address, if you've got a fixed address, that'd be great. But, you know, whatever you got. Thanks, man. Mick,
Hey.
congratulations.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Bloody miracle, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't bloody believe it myself.
Yeah. Had a drink?
Oh, yeah, man's entitled to celebrate.
Yeah.
Gee, you can be a sour old cow, Max.
Hey, why don't you come in the surgery and we can have a chat?
No, I want to go and see Louise.
Yeah. Hey, Louise.
Hey.
Mick just wanted to say thanks.
Yeah, look, I wanted to tell you that I owe you. I don't forget something like that.
That's cool. I was just doing my job, Mick.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to stay out of trouble now. I'm straight.
Good
I'm
man.
clean now.
Well, I tell you what, the best thing you could do is make sure you never need my help again.
Oh,
That'll
no,
make
no.
me happy.
No problems there, Louise. I just wanted to tell you that, Louise,
Yep.
you're a legend. You're a bloody miracle. Bloody star. I mean, this lot couldn't have got me off.
Come on now, be nice.
Louise, I owe you.
Thanks. Okay, Mick.
Yeah? You got him off?
Now I've done my bit. Is your problem now. Isn't that the way it works?
Yep. That's the way it works.
Good.
Do you think Rena did it?
Yep, but I don't think we can prove it. We gave her the chance to give him up, but she wouldn't do it.
It's hard to think of Mick Travis as anyone's bit on the side.
Well, you never know why two people get together, do you? Was it chemistry or something, isn't it?
What about the Duncans?
What about him?
Do you think she tried to run him over?
Yeah, I'm bloody certain she did. There's nothing we can do with that one either. If he's not going to lay a complaint. Bloody domestics, you can never win with them. So, how are you and, Kate? How are you and Charlie getting on?
What about Charlie and me?
Well, is it working out, you know? You being his partner and everything?
Yeah, it's good. No problems.
No complaints from you?
No.
Good. Because, you know, if you do have any complaints or anything, you can come and talk to me, won't you? I mean, he hasn't always been a team player. All right. Well, I'm out of here. So I'll see you in the morning.
Are you off, are you?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hey, look, you want to go for a meal or something?
No thanks.
Well, we've got to work together. I mean, you want to talk about that?
What, you mean you haven't complained about me to the board yet?
No. Why? Is that something that you'd do?
It's just a question.
Hey, look, I don't play politics. If I've got a problem with you, then honestly, you're going to be the first to know about it.
Well, there you go. A working relationship. We didn't have to waste a meal talking about it.
What's this all about?
I locked the door.
Sure?
Yeah. Come on, Charlie.
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, come on, Charlie.
Come on, what?
Listen, I just want to be with you.
That's not what you said before.
What's wrong?
He did it. Called his bluff. Not even a court case.
Yeah.
He was right. You're very smart. Good manipulator, he said.
Takes one to know one.
You think you know a great deal about the real world?
Yeah, I've lived it. You got my fee?
Cash, he said?
Yep. Value for money.
Indeed it was.
Do me a favour. When you finally need a divorce lawyer to dredge a decent settlement out of Paul, don't call me.
I'm hopeful we'll never get to that point.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. We're having dinner tonight.
Really? Candlelit?
Yes.
Lucky you. Give Paul a big kiss for me.
You seem to think that people who get dirt under their nails are better than people that don't. Word of advice? Don't confuse a chip on your shoulder with class consciousness.
Love the way the bubbles burn your throat on the way down. Don't you?
Hello. Hi.
All right. Not surprised?
Yeah, thanks. Mind if I just sit down for a minute?
How's it going?
You all right?
Just had a really shitty day.
Right, well, let me guess. Louise Arden?
She's the most, ruthless woman I think I've met.
What, don't you like her much?
Oh, what? And you do, do you?
Well, actually, I've already been scuttled by her twice, so I'm not a great fan.
You know, she's probably out right now in one of those incredibly expensive restaurants, celebrating her big win, cracking open a bottle of Moët Chandon, you know. It's not that I don't like her, it's just she's not right for here.
Well, I mean, you'll get used to her.
I don't want to get used to her.
It's just a matter of time, you know. Getting to know each other, all that sort of stuff.
I miss Vince, I miss Jerry.
I know.
You're not going to transfer out, are you?
Well, it's funny you should mention that because, I actually thought about sticking around for a little bit longer. You know, I'm here for a while.
Well,
Torment you a bit more.
Yeah. Well, that's something.
Yeah.
You got a spare key?
Where you going?
Out.
It's late.
So don't wait up.
You're on parole and you're half pissed already.
Oh, come on, sis. Spare key. What are you looking at me for? Give me a spare key. How can you stand it in here? Look at this place. Spent 5 years inside. I know what a cell looks like. I'm doing harder time than I ever did. Don't wait up.